Hey River Babes, I'm your host Leanna Aguilera, and this is your Sweetwater Secrets after show for episode 402, chapter 59, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Actually, Riverdale High. Now, this is our first full episode of Sweetwater of the season, and to celebrate, I'm bringing you an exclusive interview with the Core 4 talking all about those infamous spring break flash forwards. We will also, of course, be discussing your top hisses and kisses of the night, so get your claws out. But first, let's go over the biggest highlights of the episode with the blue and gold breakdown. All right, so when we picked up in this episode, it's a little bit of a time jump in Riverdale, and although the pain is still there, Archie is focusing on his friends. So with the first day of senior year, he decided to include Mad Dog, aka Monroe, with the Bulldogs at Riverdale High. But along the way, he ended up helping Reggie through a very tough time at home. Now, I thought this was such an incredible storyline for us to be able to see Archie guide Reggie through this problem that he's been having with his whole life with his dad. I thought it was absolutely sensational. When they crashed the car together, it was just amazing. So, you know what? Kudos to Riverdale for bringing such an intense storyline and doing it in such a great way. So, I loved that. Next up, Betty and Charles, aka the half-brother she shares with her boyfriend because, yup, have been working together all summer to try and get Alice safely out of Edgar's clutches. So they enlisted the help of the farm's black sheep, Kevin, to try and get more info. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I had no idea actually what was going on with this whole back and forth investigation thing. I also don't fully trust Charles, and that could be because I've been betrayed by Chick before, but you know what? I don't really trust him. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why Kevin is still connected, but all I know is love Kevin. As for Veronica, well, she was dealing with the fact that apparently Riverdale has a TMZ level press problem, and that someone leaked the fact that she framed her father. And that someone was Hiram Lodge, because of course it was. Truly, if we're going to be doing another whole season of Veronica versus Hiram, just tell me right now so that I can kind of tap out. I love the Lodges, but if we have another bit of this, I'm gonna explode. I don't know about you guys, tell me in the comments. Now, last up, it may have been the first week of senior year, but for Jughead, he's saying goodbye to Riverdale High for good, because he was recruited by Stonewall Prep, which is basically that school with all the warblers from Glee, except for instead of singing, they have students who look like they're 35. That main preppy guy who gave Forsyth his tour around the school, yeah, no, take it or leave it. But Betty was a sweetheart and then told Jughead, you know what, this is the best choice for you. You clearly want to go to this super preppy school. All the fans are going, oh, we love them so much, but the fact that Jughead is going to yet another school, is anyone else feeling Riverdale deja vu? But the episode ended with another flash forward to spring break, and Jughead is still missing. So to get the scoop on these time jumps, I asked Cole, KJ, Lili, and Cammie to weigh in. Now, in fact, I asked everyone if they really think Riverdale would kill off Jughead, and here's what they had to say.
I mean, I'm worried about you, man.
I know. I'm worried about me.
Want trouble again?
Could they actually kill off Jughead?
They could do whatever they want. I mean, Riverdale is a very, very shocking place. So you never know. All I'm gonna say is, without giving you too much.
You said so much.
Would they kill off Jughead?
Yeah.
I don't know. If it seemed like the best thing to do.
I don't know, girl. Would they?
No. Would they?
No. Wait, what?
The whole season 4 mystery is based off of this thing that happens at the end of season 3, this flash forward. And that's all I can really say. But yes, the mystery of season 4 has a lot to do with that flash forward. Flash forwards are all the rage this season.
Apparently.
100%.
It pretty much unfolds as the season goes on. We were kind of left in the dark a little bit about how it was going to end up. We deal with a whole lot of different things. It's not just that one moment that we're exploring.
I mean, obviously. Damn.
There are multiple flash forwards that kind of reveal a little bit more each time, but all I can really say is that it is sort of building up to the main mystery of this season, or at least the first half of the season. So it's like a puzzle that you just keep getting little pieces here and there.
Isn't it crazy? In just 9 months, life as we know it will be over.
what do you Riverbabes think? Would they really kill off Jughead? My money's on no. But hit the comments right now and tell me as we move into all romantic moments of the night with 7 seconds in heaven. We haven't done this in a while. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the night before my senior year of high school, I was not having hot sex with my photoshopped-looking boyfriend in an unsupervised mansion while my best friend was doing the same thing in the next room. But that's exactly what our Core 4 was doing. And guys, are we just declaring that this is the hottest hookup montage that we've had on Riverdale, let alone on the CW? Like, things went off the rails. I'm pretty sure we had a bra snap. Like, whoa. This was a little bit much for me. And then, of course, we got some sweet Shoni smooches. In my opinion, as always, I can always use more Shoni smooches. But I'm very curious to know if you guys think that this episode was super hot or a little bit too much. No, not at all. But yes, I do think that we needed more Shoni. How about you? Yeah. Well, that, of course, leads us into the best and worst moments of the night with my favorite segment, Hisses and Kisses. Now, after that episode, I asked you Riverbabes on Twitter to weigh in with your thoughts, and here's what you had to say. Now, our first tweet is from @TheRealJK93, and they said, "Hisses to Mr. Honey, Reggie's dad, and Cheryl talking to Jason, Lord fix it. Kisses to all of the couples in this episode. Mr. Honey doesn't know what he's got himself into by messing with a blossom. P.S. Cheryl's hair flip will forever be iconic." Yes! Let's talk about Cheryl versus Principal Honey in this episode. This was a big, big kiss to me because honestly, it was so nice seeing Cheryl back in that HBIC moment. Oh, I don't condone littering, but that scene was amazing. And that hair flip, if looks could kill or if hair could kill, then you know that Cheryl Blossom would have committed murder in that episode. I'm not sure how I feel about Principal Honey, and I don't condone bees in offices, but you know what? You deserved it, man. I was not a fan of that. So, we're getting a couple great comments coming in from you guys right now. Let's see. Oh, yes. Lee Matosevic said, "I hate the new principal as well." Yes. Well, you know what? I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Principal Honey. CCCC said, "I don't like Mr. Honey, the headmaster of Stonewall Prep, forget his name, or Charles. I think they're all up to something." I agree. I do think that they are all up to something. But if you would like to get to know Principal Honey a little bit more and know about the secrets that he's hiding, well, you are in luck because next Wednesday I'm bringing you yet another Sweetwater snack, and that is all about Principal Honey. I have the whole cast weighing in on what he's got bringing and brewing down the halls of Riverdale High, so I think that you're going to want to tune in for that one. And just in case you guys are confused, Sweetwater snacks are my new Wednesday little treats for you guys. I know some of you Riverbabes are a little bit bummed that we're not doing our full preview episodes with our 3 clues, so you know what? I'm giving you little baby bite-sized episodes of Sweetwater, and I think that you're going to love it, especially the week of Halloween, because I have so many coming from you, including that infamous Shoni interview. Yes, our Mads and Vanessa interview is coming the week of October 28th, along with a special trick-or-treat montage that you guys are going to absolutely love. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. Kisses to Archie for standing up to Reggie's dad. That was from 1-2. I completely agree. As I said earlier, I think that that storyline was so fantastic. I, of course, did not like seeing Reggie being put in that situation, but I think that they handled it with grace, and I really hope that Reggie's home life is still going to be is going to now be in a much better place, because Reggie deserves the moon. Let's see, Gummy Bear Pizza said, "No way they're going to kill Jughead." Yeah, I'm torn on this one. We've been thinking about it a lot. If they do kill off Jughead, then maybe we can still see him in flashbacks and then see how it's all led up to that. I have no idea what's going on, but I do know that Stonewall Prep is involved, and we're going to be figuring out what on earth that is happening. I don't know. But I do know that we have a tweet from @Captain Topaz, and she said, "Hisses to Tony, still not having a backstory, and only saying like 2 sentences the whole episode." Okay, yes. Tony could have had much more lines in this episode. As for her backstory, you guys know I have talked to Roberto about this tons. We're gonna be getting it. I want to talk about the fact that Cheryl is lying to Tony about having Jason locked in her, what is that, an atrium, a basement of Thistle House? God, I love that house. But the fact that they still have not been able to talk about this. Yes, it's only been a couple episodes, but I can't imagine that this is going to go well for Shoni. And especially since we had such an up and down season in season 3, I'm not looking forward to what this is going to do for them as a couple. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let's see. Andrew Valdez says, Riverdale giving us the Harley Ivy look of our dreams since the movies will never do it. Why, yes, Andrew, I'm assuming that you were talking about the tweet that I had earlier this week where we were able to debut the first look at Cheryl and Tony's Halloween costumes. They are, of course, the iconic duo of Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, and they look amazing. And in our upcoming Shoni interview, yes, the girls are in full costume for the entire thing. They look glorious. It looks incredible. Get excited. Okay, we have Noah Manning saying, Betty is my favorite, but Jughead is a close second, so they better not kill him off. But after the Game of Thrones finale, you never know. Oh, let's not compare this to Game of Thrones. At least Riverdale's always been a little off the rails. Let's not talk about that final season, Game of Thrones. No way. Ashley Blakely says, kisses to Bughead's amazing relationship. I'm in love. It was so nice for them to have that moment where Betty looked at him and said, you know what, like, we can get through this. We've gone through much worse, which is the understatement of the century. I understand that Jughead wants to be challenged intellectually. We've always seen that he's brilliant, I guess. But the fact that he wants to go to that Stonewall Prep, which I am not a fan of. What did you guys think? The guy leading him around being rude to Betty and making that awkward Moby Dick joke. Like, also, I thought that was the student. Like, let's talk about the fact that the Riverdale kids already look too old for being in high school. Like, who are the Stonewall Prep people? Like, what is this? They all look like they're in their 30s. And I would know. But yeah, so we have Ashlyn Blakely saying kisses to Bughead's relationship. I'm in love. Oh, goodness gracious, you guys. Michaela Taylor says, I really don't trust any of the new characters. I'm also theorizing now that Mr. Honey is working for Hiram. That tracks. To quote Veronica, that tracks. But if Mr. Honey is working for Hiram, then that, I feel like, is just going to be another storyline that we've seen before. Love you, Riverdale, but stop having the devious people working for Hiram. Or maybe just stop with Hiram for a little bit. I did like that we got him in small doses. But what did you guys think about the fact that Veronica... Okay, well, let's keep talking about Veronica, because we have actually a tweet right now, so we're going to go on a whole rant. Yeah, so we have Niduan Donna 511 said, kisses to Archie for calling out Reggie's dad, and tons of kisses to Veronica on that All That Jazz performance. I have so many thoughts. This is like a hisses kisses combo about this performance. So let's take a look. The kisses are, of course, to the fact that Veronica, Cheryl, and Tony look incredible, and Cammie sounded amazing. The hisses go to the fact that she's doing this super sexy performance in front of a bunch of old reporters. As soon as she said, like, I'll talk to you after a special performance at Le Bon Nuit, you really lost me. And that's saying something, because what? Like, I loved that we're getting the music. I still, of course, miss Josie, so it's nice to see that Riverdale is still going to be giving us that musical aspect, but the context in which it was presented to us was weird. But once again, way to go, Cammie, you crushed it. That was not an easy song. Run This No Thigh says, hisses to Stonewall Prep. Yeah, exactly. Quiet Storm says, question, do you think that Kevin and Charles can be trusted? Yes to Kevin, no to Charles. And that makes me sad because I don't want to see Betty go down another path where she's trusting someone, although she never fully trusted Chick. But honestly, I feel like history is repeating itself a little bit right now, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I would have also liked to have seen some scenes between Charles and Jughead, considering they're also siblings. Remember that. But, I guess time will tell. I do know that the next episode, episode 3, is where all of the farm craziness comes to a head, and we're going to get a lot of answers, so that's going to be really good. Plus the return of Chad Michael Murray, which, who else is excited for that? Just me? Okay. Next up, we have a tweet from @NancyRiverDrew. She said, kisses to Cammie's vocals. They were amazing. Grumpy Jellybean about Jug leaving, the Archie-Reggie friendship, and Jug pouring out his drink at the party. Yes, I loved that scene. Hisses were to Jug's tour guide. They forgot that Weatherby shut down the blue and gold in season 2, and Betty's outfit here in this picture. But that kiss is definitely a kiss. I will agree. I thought that was such a sweet Bughead moment. As for the principal Weatherby shutting down the blue and gold, honestly, I feel like when your principal runs off to go join a cult, all the rules are out the window. And knowing what I do about Principal Honey, maybe he wants things in order. So he's reinstated the blue and gold. I have no idea, but you know what? That works in my little brain. Okay, Tommy Daniel said, bring back Moose. Kevin deserves true love and happiness. Well, you know what? That leads me to my last and biggest kiss of the night. It's going to sweet, sweet baby Kevin. Because you know what, you guys? Kevin had lines in this episode. Look at it. He's speaking there, and he's speaking there. Or not quite there, but you know what? It was so excited to see him and Betty come back together. I do not understand exactly what they were fighting about, because I think that the farm connection was just still, I'm ready to be done with it, but I was excited that we got more Kevin. I think we got more Kevin in that episode than we did all of season 3. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for Kevin to find love. Do we think that Fangs is going to be his end-all be-all endgame love? I don't think so. I think that we need to find a new one for him, but only time will tell. And you know what? I think that's a good place to end it right there on my adoration for Kevin, aka Casey. Now, thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to join us next week for our Sweetwater After Show for episode 403, Chapter 60, Dog Day Afternoon, and of course our Sweetwater snacks that are now going to be coming on Wednesdays. But first, you know what to do. Press that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Give this video a like, and then hit the comments or chat with me on Twitter to tell me your hisses and kisses of the episode. How are we feeling about Cheryl versus Principal Honey? Which couple had the sultriest scenes? And what are your thoughts on those flash forwards? I'm just so concerned with Jug, I can't even speak right now. Tell me everything, and I will see you next week. Bye, River Babes.